Heather, do we know what to say? Describe your bowls. It will make complete sense at the time, trust me.
All right. Hit it, Sam.
Let's do it! A 1, 2, 3.
Darling, just get your ass down on the feet and move it. On, go. Shake what your mama gave you.
Michael Reddy was ill the day the earth stood still, but he told us where we stand. And Flash Gordon was there in silver underwear. Claude Rains was the invisible man. Then something went wrong for Fay Ray and King Kong. They got caught in a celluloid jam. And with the deadly pace, it came from outer space. And this is how the message ran. Science fiction, double feature. Dr. X will build a creature. See androids fighting. Brad and Janet and Francis Starston.
may get it wise. Two ordinary, healthy young kids left Denton that late November evening to visit a Dr. Everett Scott. Ex-tutor, and now friend to both of them. It's true there were dark storm clouds. Heavy, black, and pendulous. It's true also that the spare tire they were carrying was badly in need of some air. That they, being normal kids, on a night out, well, they weren't going to allow a storm to spoil the events of their evening. On a night out? It was a night out that they were to remember for a very long time.
What's the matter, Brad, darling?
We seem to have taken the wrong turn at that fork a few miles back there. We better go on ahead and see if we can find our way back. Oh, darn. Janet.
What was that bang?
We seem to have had a blow at the front left-hand tire.
Oh.
You stay here while I go for help.
But where will you go? We're in the middle of nowhere.
Didn't we pass a castle back down the road a few miles? Maybe they have a phone we might use.
I'm coming with you.
There's no use in both of us getting wet.
I'm coming with you, Brad. Besides, darling, the owner of the house may be a beautiful woman, and you may never come back. In the velvet darkness of the blackest night, burning bright, there's a guiding star.
The darkness must go down the river of night's dreaming. Flow, Morpheus, slow, let the sun and light come streaming into my life. Into my
night, Janet.
Oh, Brad, let's go back. I'm cold and I'm frightened.
Just a moment. They may have a telephone.
Hello.
Hi there. We're into the spa. I think you might help us out. Our car is broken down the road about 2 miles. We're wondering if you might use your telephone?
You're wet.
Yes, the rain's been rather heavy.
Yes.
Yes. I think you had both better come inside.
You're too kind.
You too can.
After braving the inclement weather in some not too little time, it seemed that Brad and Janet had found the help that the situation required. Or had they? There was certainly something about this house towards which a wet night and a flat tire had brought them, which made them both uneasy. But if they were to make their destination that evening, they would have to ignore such feelings and take advantage of whatever help was offered.
Wait here.
Excuse me?
Oh, Brad, what sort of place is this? I'm frightened.
Oh, it's probably some sort of hunting lodge for rich weirdos. Oh, but you're shivering.
Yes, I'm wet.
Oh. Here, feel this. There's hot air coming out of this grill in the wall. Take off your sweater and dry it here. I'll keep a lookout for the undertaker. Oh, get a grip, Janet. It's all right. I'm here. Here, dry my coat, too.
Okay.
It's all right, Janet. Hi there. If you could just use your phone, we'll be out of your hair. I'm sure you've got a lot of stuff to do and a great evening planned.
Yes. You've arrived on a rather special night. The master is having one of his affairs.
Lucky old him.
Yeah, he's lucky. I'm lucky. You're lucky. Oh, we're all lucky.
All except Eddie.
Eddie?
Eddie?
The delivery boy.
His delivery wasn't good enough.
The master only wanted to help the boy better his position.
That's very commendable.
Yes. Seems like only yesterday that he went
Where?
to pieces. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely. Not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. I remember doing the time war. Breaking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the void would be coming.
Say something, Brad.
It's just a jump to the left. With your hands on.
Say something, Brad.
Hey, do you guys know how to Madison?
Oh, Brad, let's get out of here. This place seems so unhealthy. I want to go.
Well, we can't go anywhere until I get to a phone.
This isn't the Union Chamber of Commerce, Brad.
They're probably foreigners with ways different to our own. They may do some more folk dancing.
Look, I'm cold, I'm wet, and I'm just plain scared.
I'm here. We're going here.
See you, Red Bar, my faithful handyman. Just a little right down, 'cause when you knock, he thought you were the handyman. Didn't you, freaky? Don't get strung out by the way I look. Don't judge a book by its cover. I'm not much of a man, but not a day. I'm not. Look like you're pretty groovy. Or if you want something visual, I saw two of this one. You can take it in an old Steve Reeves movie.
I'm glad you caught you at home. Could I use your phone? We were both in a bit of a hurry. We'll just say where we are, then go back to the car. I don't want to be any warmer.
Putting on towel with a fire. Well, how about that? Come on, man. Don't you panic. By the light of the night, it'll all seem alright. I'll get you a satanic mechanic. I'm just a sweet transvestite. Come on, baby, give me one time. See, I've been building a man with blonde hair and a tan. He's good at relieving my tension. I'm just a sweet transvestite. Oh yeah, baby, from transsexual Transylvania. Transvestite. Come on, baby! From transsexual Transylvania. So, come up to the lab and see what's on the slab. I see you shiver with anticipation. Maybe the rain is really to blame.
I'll remove the cause. But not the symptom!
It's all right, Janet. We'll just play along for now. We'll pull out the aces when the time is right.
Now's not the time for card tricks, Brad. You sure we're gonna be all right?
No bag.
Hey!
Hi there. I'm Brad Majors, and this is my fiancée, Janet Weiss. You are?
You're very lucky to be invited up to Frank's laboratory. Some people would give their right arm for the privilege.
People like you, maybe.
I've seen it.
Is Frank your husband?
The master is not yet married, nor do I think he ever will be. We are merely his
Slaves.
servants.
Unlock a mind, unmind a lock. This is almost like the beginning of the end. Do you follow?
No.
It's an anagram, Janet.
Oh.
I wonder, might I offer you something refreshing?
No.
No, I don't think I will. Still, it is so nice to have fresh faces around. Ah, Columbia, Magenta, go and assist Riff Raff. I shall entertain.
Brad Majors.
Oh, Brad Majors, enchanté.
And this is my fiancée, Janet Weiss.
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 Enchanted. And my, what charming underclothes you both have. Still here, put these on. They'll make you feel less vulnerable. It's not often that we receive visitors here, let alone have the opportunity to show them hospitality.
Hospitality? All we want was to use your phone. A reasonable request that you've chosen to ignore.
Brad, honey, don't be ungrateful.
Ungrateful!
Brad, how strong you are. What a perfect example of manhood. So dominant. You must be very proud, Janet.
Well, yeah.
Tell me, Brad, do you have any tattoos?
Certainly not.
Oh. Well, how about you?
Oh, no.
Everything is ready, master. We merely wait for you to give the word.
Brad, Janet, tonight you are to witness a breakthrough in biochemical research, and paradise is to be mine.
Well, that's wonderful for you.
Yes, it was strange the way that it happened. One of those quirks of fate, really. One of those moments where everything looks black. The chips are down. Your back is against the wall. You shiver. You shake. There's no way out. And if there was, it would probably only be a one-way ticket to the bottom of the bay. But then, you get a break. And all the pieces seem to fall into place. What a sucker you've been. What a fool. The answer had been there the entire time. All it took was a little accident to make it happen. An accident!
An accident.
Yes, that is how it happened. That's how I discovered the secret. That elusive ingredient that is life. Oh yes, I hold that power. The very spark, which is life itself. So you see, Brad and Janet, you are indeed very fortunate. For tonight is the night that my beautiful creature is destined to be born. Riff Raff, throw open the switches on the sonic oscillator and step up the reactor power input 3 more points.
It's all right, Janet.
Tubes.
Damocles is hanging over my head, and I've got the feeling someone's gonna become the threat. Oh, it's me. My life is a mystery, and can't you see that I'm at the start of a pretty big downer? I woke up this morning with the starters, I fell out of bed. The sense of unamenable dread. Oh, it's me. My life is a misery. Can't you see that I'm at the start of a pretty big
No way to behave on your first day out.
Nobody's perfect, but you've done a pretty good job of the body work.
Oh, you, my dear, are the result of many hours of toil. And now you are ready for the ultimate test. Oh, but first, meet the family. Riff Raff, what do you think?
He is a credit to my... your genius.
Magenta.
A triumph of the will.
Columbia.
He's okay.
Okay. Well, I think we can do better than that. Brad, Janet, what do you think?
Well, I don't like a man with too many muscles.
I didn't make him for you, now did I? He carries the Charles Atlas seal of approval. Maestro! A weakling weighing 98 pounds got sand in his face when kicked to the ground. His girl slid on him, but then at the gym, the sweat from his paws as he works for his we'll make him glisten and gleam, and with massage and just a little bit of steam. He was thin. protein and swallowed raw eggs. Tried to work on his chest, arms, and legs. And a magazine album with a new muscle plan said in just 7 days. I think, Mama, I can make you a man. He done press-ups and chin-ups, cleaned the church, done the snatch, got dynamic tension. This might be a cat. So you reread that album to see how it ran. Said in just 7 days. Oh, come on, baby. I can make you a man.
Whatever happened to Saturday night when you dressed up sharp and you felt alright? It don't seem the same since the cosmic light came into my life. I thought I was divine. I used to go for a ride with a chick who'd go and listen to the music on the radio. A saxophone was blowing on a rock and roll show, and you climbed into the back and you really had a good time. Well, husband to me, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. Husband to me, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. Husband to me, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. Husband to me, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. With the perfume I smelled, my hands kind of fumbled with her white plastic belt. I taste her baby make a lipstick, and that's when I knelt. And she whispered in my ear, tonight she really was mine. And back in front with some hair oil on, Buddy Holly was singing his very last song. With your arm around your girl, you tried to sing along, and you felt pretty good, cause you really had a good time. Well, opportunity, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll.
One from the vault. Columbia!
Why do you keep him there? He's so ugly.
Said naive charm, but he didn't have any muscle. We had a mental relationship. But a deltoid or a bicep, groin or a tricep makes me shake, makes me want to take Charles Atlas by his head. In just 7 days, come on, Alice!
Picton. You really are a delightful audience. There are those who say that life is an illusion, that reality as we know it is merely a figment of our imagination. If that's the case, Brad and Janet are quite safe. But there are those who have a far more physical philosophy, those who would stop at nothing to satisfy their base desires. It could well be that Brad and Janet are amongst those who hold the devil's reins.
Oh, Brad! Oh, yes! What if...
It's all right, Janet. Everything's gonna be all right.
Oh, I hope so, Brad. I'm so frightened. You!
Ah, yes, Janet. But wasn't it nice?
You beast! You monster! What have you done with Brad?
Nothing. Why do you think I should?
You tricked me! I wouldn't have. I'd never. Oh my God, I'd never.
But it wasn't all bad now, was it, Janet? In fact, I think it wasn't even really half bad. In fact, I think you found it quite pleasurable. Oh, so soft, so sensuous.
Help! I mean, Brad. Oh, Brad.
Brad's probably asleep by now. And besides, you wouldn't want him to see you like this.
Like this? Like how?
Like this! Ha ha!
It's your fault. You're to blame. I was saving myself.
Ah, yes, but you're not spent yet, are you, Janet? In fact, I think you found it quite enjoyable. We could try for an action replay, Janet.
Oh, Brad. Oh, yes, my darling. What if?
It's all right, Janet. Everything's gonna be all right.
Oh, I hope so, my darling.
You!
Ah, yes, Brad. But wasn't it nice?
You fiend! You scoundrel! What have you done with Janet?
Nothing. Why? Do you think I should?
I wouldn't have. I'd never. Oh my God, never!
Ah, yes, Brad. But it wasn't all bad, was it? In fact, it wasn't even half bad. In fact, I think you found it quite enjoyable. We could try for an action replay, Brad. There's no crime in giving yourself over to pleasure, now is there? Oh, Brad, you've wasted so much time already. Janet needn't know. I won't tell her.
Oh, no, help. Oh, Janet, Janet!
Janet's probably asleep by now. And besides, you wouldn't want her to see you like this.
Like this?
Like this!
Oh! Oh, it's your fault. You're to blame. I thought it was the real thing.
Oh, admit it, Brad. You enjoyed it. In fact, I think you found it quite pleasurable. Didn't you, Brad? Oh, so soft. So sensuous.
The laboratory is empty. Rocky has vanished.
Oh?
The new playmate is missing. And somewhere in the castle.
I'm coming!
What's happening here? Where's Brad? Where's anybody? Oh, if only we hadn't made this journey. If only the car hadn't broken down. If only we were among friends or sane people.
If and only. Two small words that kept repeating themselves in Janet's thoughts. But it was too late to go back now. It was as though she was riding a giant tidal wave. It would be folly to fight against it. Her only chance would be to ride it out, to adapt, and maybe survive.
Oh, it's you. Look, I'm trying to hide from my creator and his minion. They scare me. I'm thinking a lot about... I get a feeling of foreboding.
It's all like some terrible dream.
Is it true you don't like men with too many muscles?
Well,
Do you have any lip gloss?
I'm engaged to Brad. Just the same as Betty Monroe was to Ralph Habshad. But Frank's kisses overwhelmed me with an ecstasy that I have never dreamed of before. Hot, burning kisses. I saw Brad's face before me, and my mind screamed no! But my lips were hungry. Oh, too hungry. I wanted to be loved and loved completely. My body throbbed excitedly. Oh, Brad. Oh, Brad. Oh, Brad, my darling. How could I have done this to you?
This room is like a womb to me.
Yes, you see? It's instinctive. You've come here for one thing and one thing only.
Sex!
Security. Oh, where's Brad? What have they done to him?
Janet's feelings ran wild as she frantically manipulated the Alexa switch on the TV monitor. The screen threw up images of empty rooms and corridors. And finally, she stopped at Frank's bedroom.
Oh.
You can't rely on anyone.
Oh, Brad, how could you?
If one is suffering from the pangs of remorse for a sexual indiscretion, it would seem logical that the transgressor would be sympathetic towards a loved one caught committing a similar misdemeanor. But emotion is an irrational and powerful master. And from what Janice had just witnessed on the monitor, it was clear that she was indeed its slave.
Tell us about it, Janet.
I was feeling done in, couldn't win. I'd only ever kissed before.
You mean you've only ever kissed?
Uh-huh. I thought there's no use getting into heavy petting. It only leads to trouble and seed wetting. But all I wanna know is how do you go? I've tasted blood and I want more. I'll put up no resistance. I want to stay the distance. I've got an itch to scratch. I need assistance. Touch me. I wanna feel dirty.
meant to be watching?
I was only away for a moment.
See if you can find him on the monitor. Oh, Magenta. Oh, Rocky. Rocky, Rocky, Rocky.
I've located Rocky in the female's quarters.
Oh, Rocky! How could you? Oh, I think I'm going to... Oh.
Faint.
Master?
Janet! How could she? Oh, that's it. It's over.
Over? What was over? Not the night, that was certain. Brad and Janet's engagement? Their love for one another? Who could say? For questions such as these are not to be answered by the academic. They must be left for the heart to solve. And Brad, you may be sure, had plenty of heart.
Once in a while, she don't wanna call you. Speaking on the telephone. Once in your life, she don't wanna know you. You look around, the one you found, she is gone. And that's all the time that it takes for a heart to turn to stone. The sweeter the wine, the harder to make the break. You hear something about someone you thought you'd know. So baby, don't cry like there's no tomorrow. After the night, there's a brand new day, and there'll be no pain and no more sorrow. So wash your face and fold my place, it'll be okay. That's all the time that it takes for a heart to beat again. So give me a sign that a lover makes. You look around, the one you found is back again. It's back again. Is back again. Is back again.
How maudlin, how pathetic. Your baggage has dared desecrate my beautiful creature. Oh, Rocky, how could you?
Master, we have a visitor.
Oh, shit.
Great Scott! Scotty! Dr. Everett Scott!
You know this Earth
Person? Why, yes. Yes, I do. He's an old friend of mine.
So, you didn't just arrive here by chance, did you, Brad? You came here with a purpose.
No, I didn't. I told you. My car broke down.
Oh, I know what you told me, Brad. But this name, Dr. Everett Scott, he's not unknown to me.
He's a science teacher at Denton High.
Ah, yes. But now he works for your government, doesn't he, Brad? With the Bureau assigned to the investigation of UFOs. Isn't that right, Brad?
Master! The intruder is entering the building.
Oh. Well, he's in the Zen room. Seal off all exits and doors, except for those that arrive here. I think we shall make this, a social occasion. Yes, the 3 unexpected guests shall give a floor show that I shall direct.
Dr. Scott!
Brad? Oh, come now, Dr. Scott. Don't play games. It was part of your plan that Brad Majors here and his woman would come check out the layout before you arrived. Well, I have bad news for you. Plans have changed. I do hope you're adaptable, Dr. Scott. I know Brad is.
I can assure you that Brad's presence here comes as a complete surprise to me. As does the setup you have here. I didn't expect it to be quite so...
Sophisticated, Dr. Scott? Or should I say, Dr. Von Scott?
What exactly are you implying?
That's okay, Brad. This machine here.
What do you think it is, Doc?
Well, at this precise moment, it's hard to tell, but it seems to be made of a metal not of this earth.
Ooh.
I would say it's from another planet.
Dr. Scott! Red!
Janet!
Rocky!
Dr. Scott! Red!
Janet! Rocky!
Dr. Scott! Red!
Janet! Rocky!
Dr. Scott! Red!
Oh, Rocky! Oh, Rocky!
Piss off.
What? I invented him. I can turn him off just as easily. I'll pull out his plug.
I suppose you intend to do with us as you did for Eddie.
Eddie? Well, I've seen him. He looks terrible.
What do you know of Eddie? Dr. Scott?
Happen to know a great deal about a lot of things. You see, Eddie happens to be my nephew.
Oh, Dr. Scott.
Yes, Brad, my sister's boy. I knew he was in with a bad crowd, but I never expected...
Actors!
Well, no, aliens!
Tell him, Doc.
From the day he was born, he was troubled. He was a thorn in his mother's side. She tried in vain,
But he never caused her nothing And I did.
I've just defrosted Eddie. His future is in the bag, i.e. his toast.
Why, you...
Magenta?
I'll put him down the waste disposal.
Clever girl.
My feet! There's something wrong with my feet!
My wheels! My God, I can't move my wheels!
It's as if we're glued to the spot.
You are so quake with fear, you tiny little fools. All right, riffraff, it's star time! Set the sonic transducer to level 8! Level 8! Set all other levels to 0!
You won't find Earth people to be quite the easy march you imagine. The sonic transducer. It is, I suppose, some sort of audio-vibratory physio-molecular transport device.
Oh, you better believe it, baby.
You mean? Yes, Brad, it's something we ourselves have been working on. Our friend here seems to have found a way of perfecting it. A device capable of breaking down solid matter and then projecting it through space. And who knows, perhaps even time itself.
Dr. Scott, do you think it's gonna send us to another planet?
Planet, Smanet, Janet. I'll tell you once, I won't tell you twice. You better wise up, Janet Wise. Your apple pie don't taste too nice. You better wise up, Janet Wise. I've laid the seed, should be all she needs. She's essential as a pencil, right up like an Eon per string. Tell me, when we made it, did you hear a bell ring? Got a block! Take my advice. You better wise up, Janet Wise. The transducer will seduce ya. It's something you'll get used to. A mental mindfuck can be nice. Better wise up, Janet Wise. You better wise up, build your thighs up. You better wise up. And then she cries out.
Don't get hot and bastard. Try a bit of bastard. But you dare not try to hurt her. But you dare not try to hurt her.
Magenta, relax.
You're a hot dog, but you better not try to hurt her. Like butter.
Columbia, the artistes are in a molecular state, somewhere between entrance and exit. Once they've pulled themselves together, could you make sure that they find their way here?
My God! I can't take any more of this! First, you ditch me for Eddie, then you throw him off like an old overcoat for Rocky. You triple him and you spit them out again. I loved you, you hear?
What'd you say?
I loved you. When I get, I'll tell ya, a big fat nothing. You're like a sponge. You take, and you drain others of their emotion. Well, that's
It's not easy having fun. Even my face aches from smiling. My very children turn on me. Rocky's beginning to act exactly the same way Eddie did. Maybe I made a mistake by splitting that brain between the two of them.
When do we return to Transylvania? I'm growing weary of this world.
Oh, Magenta, I am indeed thankful for everything that you and your brother Riffraff have done for me. And you will find that your loyalty will be rewarded. And you will find when the mood strikes me, I can be quite generous.
I ask for nothing, Master.
Oh, and you shall receive it in abundance. Ah, come, our guests are getting weary.
By some extraordinary coincidence, fate, it seems, had decided that Brad and Janet should keep their appointment with Dr. Everett Scott. But it was to be in a situation that none of them could possibly foreseen. And just hours after announcing their engagement, both Brad and Janet had tasted forbidden fruit, which in itself was proof that their host was a man of little morals and some persuasion. What further indignities were they to be subjected to? And what of the sonic transducer and the floor show that had been spoken of? What indeed? From what had gone on before, it was clear this was to be no picnic.
Now the only thing that gives me
draped frame as it clung to her thigh. How I started to cry, 'cause I wanted to be dressed just the same. Give yourself over to absolute pleasure. Swim through all waters of sins of the flesh. Erotic nightmares to treasure forever. And sensuous daydreams that last forever. But you just see it. Oh, oh, don't dream it. Be it. 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 Don't dream it.
We've got to get out of this trap
Don't dream
before this decadence saps our wills. I've got to be strong and try to hang on. Or my mind may well snap, and my life will be lived.
I think I can explain.
On the day I went away, was all I had to say. Wanna come again and stay. Smile, and that will mean I may.
Everywhere, it's been the same. Like I'm outside in the rain. Just trying to find some kind of game. Cards for sorrow, cards for pain. Skies through the tears in my eyes, and I realize I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home.
Oh, how sentimental.
And also presumptuous of you. You see, when I said we were to return, I referred only to Magenta and myself. I'm sorry, however, if you found my words misleading. You see, you are to remain here, in spirit, anyway.
Great heavens! That's a laser!
Yes, Dr. Scott, a laser capable of emitting a beam of pure antimatter.
You mean you're going to kill him? What's his crime?
Oh, Brad.
You saw what became of Eddie. Society must be protected.
Okie dokie.
Precisely, Dr. Scott. And now, Frankenfurter, say goodbye to all of this, and hello to Oblivion.
Do your worst, inferior one. Columbia, did you do this for me? Silly bitch.
Good God.
Yes?
You killed them.
I thought you liked them. They liked you.
They didn't like me. They never liked me. You saw the way things were, the way they were going.
You did right. Oh, shit.
A decision must be made.
You're okay. okay by me.
Dr. Scott, I'm sorry about your nephew.
Well, perhaps it was for the best.
I suggest you leave now, Dr. Scott. We are about to beam the entire house back to the planet Transsexual.
In the galaxy of Transylvania.
Go now!
Okie dokie.
Our mission is almost complete, my most beloved sister. Soon we shall return to the moon-drenched shores of our beloved planet.
Oh, sweet transsexual land of night, to sing and dance once more to your sweet refrain, to take that step to the right!
But it's the pelvic thrust
That really drives you insane. And our world will do the time warp again.
Prepare the transit crystal!
I've done a lot. God knows I've tried to find the truth. I've even lied, but all I know is down inside I'm bleeding.
And superheroes that come to feast and taste the flesh, now yet deceased. But all I know is that the beast is feeding.
And crawling on the planet's face, some insects called the human race, lost in time
and lost in space and meaning.
Science fiction, double feature. Frank has built and lost his creature. Darkness has conquered Brad and Janet. The servant's gone to the distant planet. Whoa. At the late night double feature picture show, I wanna go. To the late night double feature picture show. Wow!
I know just the thing. Mama, 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 mama. I'm a wild and hungry thing. Now he's the thing we sing. We'll sing. We'll sing. I'm playing so hard. And she's a loving God. Roasting the wheels and sing the loving thing. We're not the thing. Now he's the thing we sing. And we'll never sing. Gotta love it, never will sing.
It's just a jump to the left, yeah! And then a step to the right! With your hands up, yeah!